Good morning. Good morning. We're here. Uh, Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Let's get this adjusted here. All right, man. Let's see. Let's see. Give y'all a second to pile on up. Nah, that's no good. We're starting on 4-5. Top of it. West side, Paulie. Morning, morning. It's club time. It's club time. Yeah, man. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You beat me to it this morning, man. I need mine. I'm pissing around with these electronics, trying to get ready for y'all. I got to figure out something up with my camera, man. Savory Dave, top of the morning. Welcome to the club. It's 5 a.m. Oh, speaking of 5 a.m., what we talking about here? We got to get yeah, it's not cool. I don't know why. I don't know why. My camera keeps sliding out. What y'all think about the visual quality this morning? Is it the same? Is it better? Or what? Because I'm getting a little bit of a headache with this. But if it ain't worth it, it ain't worth it. Honey C, good morning. Anybody do we got a big visual difference here, or do it look the same? I switched cameras today. Look good. Does it look good as in like it look cool, or does it look better? Does it look better than the previous mornings? Somebody fuck you, I ain't asking about my shades. All my shades is dope. I'm just talking about visual quality, audio quality too. I hooked up this mic, more high def, good looking out there. Yeah, I felt, I did a couple of test shots yesterday, and yeah, it looked pretty. It looked pretty good. I see a nice difference, but I also liked, for the 5 a.m. club. This is not necessarily about glamour and glitz. 5 a.m. club is about the raw us. You know what I mean? Let's do that. Yeah. This is bare us. This is naked us. We're just getting it together. We're just starting our day. You know what I'm saying? And Barry Page, top of it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, Yeah, so it's not necessarily about the top of the line us. It's about us when we getting it together, when we just getting started. So I kind of like that homely feel I had with the other look. But yeah, this camera definitely does look a little more high def. Somebody asked me yesterday, was it is it really anything in this coffee cup that I'm drinking out of? And I thought that was funny as hell. yeah, I'm not. I'm only drinking water right now. Um, you already know I'm gonna hit you. I ain't going to Boston without hitting up any of my teammates. I try to make a note of that anyway, man. Anywhere I go down. I go anywhere. I got the board, man. I make note of the squad teammates that I got in those areas, man. And so yeah, I'm gonna for sure tap in. And you already know, same thing, man. You come down, you already know what's up. Yeah, pull up, man. Um, yeah, man. So what time is it? How long we been? Well, we only been on here 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 6 minutes. Oh, this shit picking up everything. Yeah, it's gonna get I told y'all we're gonna get better and better. We're gonna get doper and doper. We're gonna get cooler and cooler. Um I remember one time a nephew of mine um was dealing with alcoholism and wanted to tackle it. And this particular nephew is I mean, I love all my family members and whatnot, but you know, uh, this particular one is who I would say, who I would call my son before my son. You know, so I love this little dude. Um, I mean, I love them all. But this guy, anyway, he was struggling with that alcohol, right? So I picked him up and brought him with me, and I end up, looking at some, utilizing some resources. Um, I found a AA program somewhere near my house, and we called down there. I looked it up, the whole nine. I even went as far as going with him to when he checked in and rolled, whatever they call it. I went with him. I sat in that class, I signed up, and I jumped up and spoke. Hey everybody, my name is Blaze, and I'm an alcoholic. uh, just to show the full support, and show him that just it ain't nothing to this, man. You fall like anybody else fall. You put your pants on one leg at a time like any other man, so it's nothing major. So anyway, um, the way my mind works is a trip. I'm always thinking numbers. I'm always thinking business. Um, so I'm in there and they running their program. It's the AA or whatever it is. Mm. Yeah, they running their program or whatnot, and I'm paying attention to how they setup is, structure wise, and I thought that was pretty dope. I loved how they were. I loved how they were self run. I love how they didn't, and they made it a point to not accept a dime from any outside groups, and they they voiced that. And I thought that was dope. I was like, man, um, that's pretty cool. That's pretty proud. That's pretty, you know. I just like the idea that they were self sustained. So they had snacks, man. They had popcorn. Um, they had coffee. They had water bottles. They had the books. I think it was called the book. If I'm not mistaken, if any alcoholics on here, y'all let me know. But it was a book, and I believe it had the 12-step program or whatever whatever program it was. Talking about alcoholism. Um, and that book cost a few bucks. So if you came and you were, serious participant, if you were serious about sobriety, you buy that book and you study it and blah blah blah. Anyway, those were such a good group of people. They, obviously they want you to be serious. They want you to come. They want you to purchase the book. They want you to follow the program and whatnot. But um, if you couldn't afford the book, they wouldn't keep it from you and whatever. So yeah, they give you a book or whatever, but they operated off of donations. They were, within a group. Some people in that, and it was a trip too, because I loved. This is weird, but I loved the diversity in that group. You had construction guys, you had administrative ladies, you had, you think you just see some regular junkie ladies or some, that auntie that can't get it together, still sleeping at your mama house. Um, I was expecting to see, I was expecting to see, I don't know, just a low class. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was a wide array of people, man. It looked like some professionals in there, it looked like regular people, and I thought it was dope. So you got some guys that make 80 grand a year. You had most of them who made between I don't know 25 and 40, but they all pitch in. Somebody had $10, somebody had $2. Um, but I'm rambling on with this story because I'm saying all this to say, I don't went on 5 minutes to wrap it up to 3 seconds worth of statement. And the what I wanted to say about it all was that I loved how it was ran. I loved how it was sustained. And I like to look at us like that. You know what I mean? The 5 a.m. club. Um, we don't need no outside nothing. We don't need no outside cameras. We don't need no outside money. Um, we don't need no outside donations of coffee, none of that. We operating off of what we got here, and if we ever need anything here, we got each other. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's a full circle. So whether I got to orchestrate and you know put something together for one of y'all, or whether we do something, you know what I'm saying, to improve what we got going here. So yeah, that was pretty dope. I really like that about that the alcoholic club, whatever that is. Hmm. Uh, yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I appreciate that, Savory Dave. As a matter of fact, um, periodically, man, we're gonna take 10 seconds out, man, to remind people, man, to subscribe and hit that like button, and and share. This ain't about um yeah, we take a few minutes, and that's our reminder button right there, man. But we certainly not about the large group here. I mean, if we get big, that's okay, because this gonna be a big group of solid people, and that's dope. But other than that, that's not what this is about. This is about like-minded people, like-minded individuals. Want to accomplish similar things, and yeah, yeah. So hell yeah. When we start our morning off 5:14, we're 15 minutes past the hour. Um, we'll start our morning off with a quote. This quote is from Maria Robinson, and it says, "Nobody can go back to a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending." Okay, I'm gonna read that one more time. Uh, let me stop. Camera stop tripping. Um, Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Um, I really like that, because it's been so many times that I told myself, man, if I had did this earlier, I'd be at this stage, I'd be at this level. If I had started this then, you know, um, it's amazing where I would be now, and blah blah blah. Um, we, everything I said is true. If I'd started then I'd be somewhere else. That's cool, but I don't want to negate the fact that as long as you start at some point, I could never go back. One of my famous lines is, "Man, if I knew what I knew then, if I knew then what I knew now, high school would have been a different place." Um, um, uh, you know, when it comes to relationships and women, I would have been a different guy. When it comes to family and structure and building, I would have had a whole new foundation. But there's nothing I can do to change that. There's nothing I can do to go back to that. there's nothing I could do to recreate that, to start over, So that's it is what it is. But what I can do is start something today. Is have a thought today, have a feeling today, get an inkling today, and get to it. And I changed the whole ending of you know whatever I had in front of me. You know, so I really I like that quote. I enjoy that because just it's a reminder to me that yesterday was yesterday, and tomorrow. That's funny. Every day, man, you get your son some good game, man. Yeah, let's put that statement out there. So every day said he told his son yesterday that today is today and tomorrow is a new day. Um, that's a very good quote. I mean, a good thing to tell your son. I'm sorry. I'm quoting you, but yeah, that's good game, man. That's a real good game. Um, the one thing I remember that my biological father said before he passed, um, he said, it's funny he didn't say it to me. He said it to my older brother, but it was a tool for all of us, for all the boys. But he said, and he was referring to women, and he said that every day you wake up, it's brand new. So whatever you deal with your partner, whatever you and your woman go through, get through it, throughout the day, and tomorrow's brand new. You know, tomorrow's brand new. So whatever happened yesterday happened, but also, you know, approach approach tomorrow with a brand new face, with a brand new mind, with a brand new thought, and yeah, yeah, it just keeps you in perspective. Uh, um, Kane, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Glad you're here, man. Yeah, so that was something Pop said, man, and that's something I thought about from time to time because I'm the kind of guy that sometimes, man, I deal with something today. I wake up tomorrow and think about it. Did she say that shit? Did she do that? And it doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help her. It doesn't help anything. So starting each day with a fresh mindset is important. Um, yeah. So I like that. I like quotes like that. I like sayings, that help guide you in those directions. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier too, somebody asked me yesterday, was there something in my cup? Is this just a prop? Am I sipping to look important? Listen, I don't want to sip this anyway. You know what I mean? I'm this we home right here, y'all family. So I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. The truth is this is coffee for sure, but it's black. You know what I mean? There's nothing special to it. Um, I'm following the program, just plain black coffee, no sugar, no cream, no nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I sip that because I'm hungry. This intermittent fasting, man. This is a struggle. Only because it's new and it's different. But I made up my mind. Mm. Excuse me, y'all. I made up my mind, and um, I'm sticking to it, man. This next 3 months, I'm gonna try a few different things, but anything I do, I'm not doing anything less than 30 days. Blaze putting lean in his coffee. That's funny. Man, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Um, you know, Shout out to the brothers who can, and y'all be careful, man. But yeah, man, I always tripped off of that. One of my cousins, be sipping that juice, and I'm not gonna lie again. This the 5 a.m. club. This is family right here. I took a sip of that cup, man. I didn't have a cup or a full serving or nothing, but I was slightly curious as to why they can drink that so much and why I hate taking medicine on the regular. So why would I be excited to sip some for recreational purposes? That's not the kind of high I ever thought about. Yeah. No, I know. Which time? No, just hell yeah. Ain't no lean sippers up at 5 a.m., bro. We gonna get that clear out the gate. There ain't nobody sipping nothing other than water or coffee uh, up at 5 a.m. Um, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Barry Bays, man. Congratulations, bro. That's why how do you feel at let me let's get your comment up there, Barry Bays. Barry Bays was responding to me saying that it'll get easier soon. He 1 month deep into the intermittent. Um how do you how does it is it a dramatic difference between week 2 and week 4? Just curious. Either way it goes, I'm gonna ride this up. But I'm just curious: is it a giant difference between week 2 and week 4? Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But yeah, I definitely like to know. Um, yeah. So let me know how that's going, Barry. Uh, so every day of how you get started at 6 o'clock. But how you feeling, man? How you run across any challenges with your workout, man? Is there anything that discourages you sometime? Do because it sounds like you've been really on it, man. You've been really inspirational to me for sure. To think about, you getting up and at it and consistently like that. That's definitely motivational. So yeah, let us know how that's going too. Uh, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Why would people pay to go to sleep? That's a good question, man. Because there's much cheaper options out here, man. I mean, from Benadryl to Nyquil. Well, I guess that is sipping, huh? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Well, who pays for this stuff, man? Who? Yeah, man. Where we at now? We ain't a half past the hour yet, but um, we pretty close. Let's yeah. Today I wanted to yeah. Today I wanted to rap about let's get back here. Yeah, I wanted to talk about users and rescuers. Okay, users and rescuers. One of my mentors told me one time that there's two kinds of people in the world, not three, not four. There's users and there's rescuers. Dr. Sinister, welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Good morning. Um, I don't know. Before I get into it, let me read Barry Bays. The eating schedule gets much easier. You don't think about it as much. Less cooking, uh, especially easy since 8 out of the 16 hours of sleeping. You're right. Do water and ginger tea if I get hungry. Yeah, I've been sticking to water. Period. Even during my 8 hour time, straight just water. If I drink anything else, it's uh, just coffee, and that's never more than once a day, and it's certainly not every day. It's every day. You said before it did. Used to all reasons not to work out. It's life or death for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 600 plus. 600 plus is not good. And you're right. You're right. You definitely we definitely got to get on it, man. Yeah. So and moving forward, after you go ahead and beat this monster up, because I know you got it. Um, yeah, moving forward, man, we're gonna try to stay on preventative measures, and that's all of us, because we all have a something that we're not doing the best in, and we want to take the time to not let it stop us, but stop it. You know, yeah, let's not wait till a doctor tell us we can't eat dairy. Let's not wait till a doctor tell us that our blood pressure is high. Let's not wait till the physician says. Um, Our cholesterol is too high. Let's get on it right now, slowly but surely. You know what I mean? Start taking care of ourselves, because that's what successful people do. That's what people of value do. That's what people who are here for a purpose do. And that is true of everybody here today, for sure. Everybody here is of value. Everybody here has purpose. Everybody here has a reason, to carry on. If nothing but us, because we believe in each other here. Um, Doc Holla, good morning. No, it's not shout out to me. It's shout out to you this morning, man. The 5 a.m. club is shout out to y'all, for sure. Appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Um, yeah, Barry, we're gonna read a couple of more messages. My goal weight is going from 3 to 230. That's 70 pounds. It's a lot of pounds, but certainly can be done. 2,300 calories, far less. I'm very strong to, yeah. Daddy said going to bed like at 11 so you don't eat late at night during the day, get hungry like 2 hours before eat time. Yeah, man. It's tough, but it's a mindset, and like I'm not sure, is that Whit Stumbling that keep reminding us that it's mental to physical is 4 to 1. Mental to physical is 4 to 1. Yeah. So that's dope. Honey C says, Barry, you inspire me. I'm in your cheer section. Hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Um, if I don't say it, don't let me play cool here. Cause I'm on the camera hosting this shit. Uh, y'all inspire me like a motherfucker, and I appreciate y'all for that. Um, sometimes people see, um, we talked about me in this entertainment before, and we talked about the difference between extroverts and introverts. And I always feel like I'm a combination of the both. Sometimes I'm very, very private, very reserved. And other times I'm very outspoken, very outgoing. Um, um, you know, sometimes it just, sometimes I got that switch, sometimes, it is what it is. You get what you get. But yeah, believe it or not, I can be the shy guy sometimes, not out of fear, but out of natural human feeling. Sometimes I like the idea of just drifting in regular thoughts. Autobots, welcome to 5 a.m. club. Um, if y'all don't know, it's Autobots in the chat there. That's my brother. Um, yeah, my teammate, co-host Craig Fax. That is a special dude. Um, yeah. Uh, I almost said I'm surprised to see you here, but I'm not. If y'all don't know Otto from the show, Otto has a 5 a.m. Uh, personality. I wouldn't give a shit if he woke up at 10. He has a 5 a.m. personality, which means he just full of positivity, full of good energy. Um, we give him a lot of shit on the show. But yeah, welcome, Otto brother. This is a different show. This is a different time, and this is a different blaze. So yeah, you be you though. You joke and talk shit all you want. For me, this is all love, man. So this is where you come. So when I roast you on the show, man, and if I roast you too much, you make sure you get up and come at 5 a.m. so I can balance it out with the love, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Otto, special brother, y'all. So y'all salute Otto, man. Very, very, very positive guy. Very motivational guy. So like I said, we got the 5 a.m. club here, but Otto was one of those brothers, man, that got the 5 a.m. personality. And I'd be lying if I said I had it. I don't. Um, I like to have it, and that's why I keep positive brothers and like that around me. That's why, I interact with y'all and try to get it, man. That's special. Um, yeah, for the intercontinental. Yeah, so we'll get into it now. I want to talk about uh, users and rescuers. Yeah, I don't want to build it. I like that. I want to talk about users and rescuers this morning. Um, One of my mentors, um, um, okay, yeah, let's take 2 seconds before we dive into that. Yeah, Wish Stumbling said, y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? You're right. We're gonna take a few seconds to remind them, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Um, yeah, this I appreciate the support. This is how we do it. So users and rescuers. There's two kind of people in the world. Um, my mentor said that there's users and there's rescuers. There's not three kinds of people. There's not four kinds of people. There are users and there are rescuers. Then he proceeded to ask me which one did I believe I was. Am I a user or am I a rescuer? And me personally, I wasn't fond of any of the terms. Being a user or a rescuer. But I'm following along with him. I'm paying attention. So I said, if I had to be anyone, um, I'd be the user, man. Fuck it. Let me be the user. And my reason for that was, um, I know my heart, I know my personality, I know I'm a just and I'm a fair guy. I know I'm about integrity. So if I'm the one who's doing the using, if I'm the one who's doing the receiving, the gaining, I feel like I'm a good person to do the using and gaining because I'm still gonna make sure that it's all love, that everybody's okay. And some people get power and it run to their head. Some people get power and it turns into something else. So if anybody should have that, I should have it. I just feel like Um, so he started giggling and he tells me, he said, that's funny because you're actually a rescuer. I said, wait a minute, rescuer? No, I ain't a rescuer because, to me, a rescuer sounded like a chum to me. A Um, rescuer sounded like I don't know, negative to me, sucker. So, I went on defense. I said, man, look, I ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? Um, and he started laughing. He said, no. I didn't say you was a sucker. I said you was a rescuer. I said, okay. So I continued to listen, right? Um, he this is my mentor, so he knows some he know real stuff. Uh uh for obvious reasons, a mentor, we should, I share information, we chop it up. And he pointed out some of my situations. He said, hey, listen, um, I remember about this the one girl you told me about, the single mother, and the father was blah blah blah. I said, oh, okay, yeah. Why were you with her? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang. All right. Then he went to this other woman. I remember this other woman you was real serious about. She had been married twice and she had 5 kids. You young black, you only got one. You got things going for yourself. Why would you deal with this woman? And he had me thinking for a second. I was like, damn, married twice, have 5 kids. What the hell what was I doing? What was I thinking? So I said, okay. And then he said, let's go to your son's mother. You told me she wasn't the richest, she wasn't the finest woman at that time that you had available to you. She wasn't, but that's the direction you went. You know, that says something. And I thought about it. I said, wow, those were all situations where I felt like he was right. That was a form of rescue, you know. Um, so it tripped me out, like, okay, I'm a rescuer. So, damn, I'm a sucker, man. That ain't cool. I wanna, I can't be that, man. I gotta get out of that. You know what I mean? I gotta. So he started laughing again, and he tells me, that's not the answer. That's who you are. You don't change who you are. You understand who you are, and you be the best at it. So now I'm listening and tell me that not only am I a sucker, but I can't change the fact that I'm a sucker, and I better be a good sucker. This is my interpretation, and he laughed again, like, man, you keep saying sucker. Um, you got to switch that, because what, be careful what you tell yourself, because that's how you're going to treat it, and that's not what it is. It's just, that's your personality. So I said, okay, okay, you're right. Not a suck. I'm a rescuer. And, you're right. That is what it is. And he says to me, as a rescuer, um, uh, I'm gonna tell you what you need. As a rescuer. So this is another man telling another grown man, and y'all know that I'm no beta, I'm no pushover. So sometimes, alpha men, we could, uh, run into pride issues, ego issues, and whatnot. I like to think that I have those in tune, but it's a constant work. So I'm always working to make sure I'm on top of it. But um, to hear another man say, "All right, I'm gonna tell you what you need," it's like, whoa. But he was right about those three situations I was involved in. So I'm a bit relaxed. Um, I'm at a place where I'm like, you know what? Let me hear what he got to say. And he says, with all of those situations you dealt with and your personality, um, there's only one thing that you need, and I'm going to tell you what you need. So again, him telling me, him letting me know, oh, Phoenicia, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Him telling me that he gonna tell me what I need. Um, again, is that's not the easiest thing to hear, from one man to another. But that was then, less mature of me. So more mature of me knows that that's what it's saying. Iron sharpens iron come from. We need each other. But him telling me he gonna tell me what I need, I'm all ears now, because I'm like, all right, we talked about my problem. We talked about something that I'm not excited about. Now let's get to the other side of that coin. Yeah, what is it? He says, you don't need a woman to make as much money as you. You don't need a woman to be as smart as you. Uh, you don't need a woman to have as much hustle as you. All you need is gratitude. Gratitude. He told me all I needed was gratitude, a thank you, uh, appreciation, you know. And when he said that, I told y'all I was still a little bit tense, based on this man telling me that he gonna let me know what I need as a man. And um, now I'm totally relaxed. I'm totally there because uh, he was 100% right. Gratitude. So I thought about those three women that he mentioned. You know, the first one, with the single mother, with the baby daddy issues, this and that. I thought, because I was a single father, that I wasn't, I didn't have the time and space to date traditionally, because I got a little one to worry about. I got my business I got to run. Um, I just thought it'd be unfair to ask some woman to you know be in some little space and some pocket for me just when I get there, just when I need her, blah blah blah. So I didn't think that was okay. So I felt like I had to date women who were in special situations like me. I would consider my situation special, based on I couldn't just. I'm not the type. I'm not gonna bring every woman around my kid. I don't take my kid anywhere, and um, so I had a small window to be an adult, to get my personal time on. So I felt like I'm gonna find a woman who in a similar situation, so because she could understand, between her working in her business and her taking care of her kids, she certainly understands why I don't have all the time in the world. So I dealt in situations like that I thought would be okay. It'd be a fair exchange, and um, so I did that with that girl, and the reason we started messing around was just because of what he said. She ended up on some funny business, And I remember the only thing that came to my head was, after after all I've been to you, after all I am to you, this this is the thanks I get. I didn't like it. I didn't respect it. I was done. The woman who was married twice and 5 kids, that was all about gratitude. The first husband she ever had put hands on her. So the first guy would beat her, and obviously I ain't that guy. Uh, the second guy was just a couch potato. This is a woman who made 6 figures a year, and I mean, they had 3 kids together, and he would send the kids off to daycare, while he off at the golf course. Um, the wife making all this money, so I'm like, certainly ain't that guy. She's got to appreciate me. I'm opposite of the first guy who whooping her, and I'm opposite of the second guy who's sitting around while she making all that money. You know what I mean? We're gonna put our incomes together, and we're gonna be on top of the world. Is what I'm thinking. You know, so so when things went awry with between us, I really felt some kind of way, because I'm like, are you kidding me? This the thanks I get. So let me know 2 things. Number one, that he was right, about the rescuing, and number two, he was very correct about what I needed as a rescuer. Is that light flickering? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let's take 30 seconds real quick here. We'll be right back. 30 seconds. All right, let's this camera game under control. All right. Yeah, so he was right. He was right. Lead a horse to water, yeah. Yeah, he was definitely right about about me being a rescuer, and about what I needed as a rescuer, my gratitude and whatnot. And that really had me thinking. And but I didn't have to do much thinking on my own, because clearly this guy had it all thought out. And the funny thing is, why it was so easy for him too, he also went on to tell me that he himself was a rescuer. So I look at it like, the difference between the pessimist and the optimist. It's not positive and negative. It's not better or worse. It's just different. So if you're a rescuer, and somebody else is a user, nobody's better than the other. We need each other. Um, so whoever you are, it's important to be the best at it. As he told me. And the best way to be a rescuer, so let's say if any of you guys um, are similar to me in that, like, what he meant by being the best at it, being the best rescuer you can be, is for example, you could take in a dog, from one of the adoptive puppy programs, off the street, whatever method, right? And you can feed that dog, house it, give it a yard to play in, and you can feed that dog, daily, and that dog can allow you to help it get just healthy enough to bite you. Now he has more energy to bark and whatnot. You can help that dog get just healthy enough to bite you. Then you have the kind of dog that you rescue that been in terrible situations, and let's adjust my mic here. And then that dog will be so grateful. That dog will appreciate you so much, um, that every time you come to the gate, every time you pull up in the parking lot, every time you get to the door. Um, that dog is overly excited to see you. I mean, the kind of dog that's licking your fingers, your toes. You get ready to leave the house, they follow you every, I mean, almost to the point where you have to, look at your puppy and your dog and say, "Hey, listen, as long as I have a house, you're gonna have a house. Um, as long as I have yard, it's your yard. As long as there's money in my pocket, as long as I'm eating, you're gonna eat. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm gonna always take care of you. I know you came out of a bad situation. I know you were abused. I know you were in places that um, you didn't know if when you would eat, if you would eat, but you never have to worry about that with me. And if you're gonna do any rescue, that is an optimum rescue for a rescuer. Is rescue the kind of person who shows you gratitude. I don't mean they got to follow you everywhere you go. I don't mean they got to lick your hands and kiss your feet or nothing. All right. Obviously, that's a exaggeration. We're talking about the difference between animals and human beings, but certainly the same concept. Um, if you're gonna extend yourself to somebody, if you're gonna help somebody out, if you're gonna rescue somebody who knows who you are, knows what you bring to the situation, and more importantly, rescue somebody who's grateful. Who's grateful for what you add to their life is very important. That's very important, especially if you're a rescuer. Uh, as I am, it still feel funny for me to admit that, like, yeah, I'm a but it is what it is. And if nothing else, I learned out of that situation is to always embrace who you are. The guys who try to change who they are, the guy who try to be something he's not, pretend something else, is the guy who's going to have different problems. It's the guy who's going to be struggling, trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't do it. So those are the kind of guys who just dig themselves in holes. And uh, uh, like my uncle Howard always say, the best way to get out of a hole is to stop digging. And unfortunately, most people, as easy as that sounds, most people have no idea um, when or even that they're digging holes. You know, um, yeah, most people have no idea that they're digging holes, because if they knew they were digging a hole, then obviously they'd put the damn shovel down. But most people don't realize that they're digging holes. And in frustration, from trying to get somewhere, or trying to stay busy, they just continue to dig, dig, dig. And, every now and then they might look up and say, well, what the hell? Why am I in this situation? Why is this happening? Well, because you kept digging. You know what I mean? Um, you originally complained about stuck being 3 feet down. With that shovel in your hand, if I disappear and come back a day or two later, you're going to be 4 feet down, 5 feet down, and so on and so forth. So that's how it works. That's how it works. So we got to always remember, the best way to get out of a hole is to stop digging. Stop digging. So yeah. Shout out to my mentor, who shared that bit of information with me. It was a very, very eye opening situation. Um, very grateful and appreciative of this brother for sharing that with me about myself. Because again, I've been me. I've been me my whole life, but sometimes with being you, you know um, you forget who you are sometimes, if that makes sense. I had a buddy call me one time. Y'all know I come from the music business too. Um, yeah, I'm a failed rapper too, right? And I mean, it is what it is. You didn't make the money, or you didn't get what you came for. Then I consider it a failure. I had fun. I made some money. I had some notoriety, and it was cool. But anyway, one of my buddies, um, uh, the R&B homie, one of the singing homies. Uh, I would never I never forget the day that we met up to do a show or record or something or another. But when we got together, this is a close friend of mine. So we had two relationships. We had business and personal. Business is obviously the music business. Personal was that this is a real friend. I know a lot of people in the music business, but a lot of these people are not my friends. Um, so this guy is my friend as well as a colleague. Um, so uh, he confided into me, and he was just like, man, man, what's up tonight, man? I'm like, oh shit, I don't know. Let's knock the show out and see where it goes. Like, man, let's hang out a little bit, man. No tents around the house, man. I ain't getting no sex. And I'm thinking, what? At the time, I was single, so yeah, I would meet whoever I want to meet, or whatever. Uh, he's the one who had the woman, so his program was a little different than mine. But it tripped me out that he was going through that. First it was the fact that he told me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate that. That's a real man, and obviously he respected my friendship. Um, Yeah, he told me he wasn't getting none. And again, I'm telling y'all, this is the R&B homie. So the R&B homie, you thinking he's the last person in the world gonna be missing out on it, with everybody um I mean, this the R&B homie, man. All the girls loving it, all the notoriety. I mean, we doing all right. Um, so it tripped me out that he was, that he was the guy that did, he ain't getting none. So I'm like, wow, that is crazy, bro. Are you serious? And he's telling me a little bit about a situation. Um, and I had to remind him, man, uh you're right, wisdom, y'all let's hit that like button. Um, that's how y'all support this and keep it going. And I appreciate y'all for that. Um, Yeah, so I was tripping off this R&B homie, and this. I mean, no homo. This my bro. He a handsome dude. So I'm like, it's got to be all right. Is my camera battery done? All right, we still got 7 minutes. We're gonna hang in here though. I'm gonna probably go to. I got another bullshit camera right here. Um, yeah, again, 5 a.m. is about us being raw. So I'm trying something out anyway. Anyway, the R&B homie. Yeah, he ain't getting none. So I'm like, wow, and I'm thinking about this girl he with, uh, Nick T. Good morning, welcome to the 5 a.m. club. And I'm thinking about the R&B home, and I'm thinking about this girl that he with too, because I remember I was with him when he met her. We met her backstage at a show, and she was really cool. He liked her, and blah blah blah. So she was very excited when she first met him. I never forget when we came around, how she introduced us, how her friends looked at us, how they regarded us, and you know what I mean. They bumping our records, all this, the whole, she was really fanning out. So I had to remind him of that time. I had to remind him of who he is, um, and it was a trip. He needed that, because sometimes we spend so much time being us. Sometimes we so focus on who we are, that we don't realize exactly who we are and our impact, on people in the world. So we just carry on. But we superheroes, y'all. We are very special and important people, and you can't forget that, because the minute you forget it, everybody else around you gonna forget it, you know. And yeah, this girl who was once, I mean, excited that he even returned her phone call is now, going to sleep earlier. Like, whatever. So I said all that to say, man, we need reminders of who we are sometimes. You know what I mean? Because uh nobody gets up and let's see this. Let's switch this camera, because they tell me the battery should last 2 hours, man. That ain't 2 hours. Uh yeah, but none of us get up and read books on who we are. None of us yeah, look, that looks dramatic to me. Dramatically different, but it's all good. We'll make it work. Um yeah, yeah. I think it's very important to be reminded of who you are, because um it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's important, and you need to feel like who you are at all times. Yeah. So like, dude, you dope. You're talented. You're a good brother. Um, you got things going for yourself. So he really needed that, and it tripped me out. And then I go to twist. Y'all ready? Maybe not 5 years later, I found myself in that exact same situation. And I didn't realize it until somebody had helped pull me out of it, um, that all they did was basically remind me of who I am, and what I'm worth and what I bring to any situation. And when they reminded me of that, that was a huge deal. I was like, wow. Wow. It get like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It gets like that sometimes. So um yeah, so if you ever find yourself in that kind of a situation, that's why it's important to keep positive people around you. That's why it's important to keep optimistic people around you, because those are the kind of people that remind you who you are. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need just that, just a reminder of who you are, and what you bring and what you add to any situation. And yeah, those are simple things that'll get you right back on track, right back in the flow of things. Um, yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Um, let's get into some reminders, man, some daily reminders about things that um, we should be doing daily. You know, About to get that work started. Yes, sir. Barry Page, man, enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you as always tuning in to the 5 a.m. club. Um, what's today? Thursday. Yeah, see you tomorrow morning. And yeah, yeah. Hopefully I get a minute today, man. I want to upload that joint you sent me, man. And yeah, I want to do something with that, man. Make it happen. Um, Savory Days barbecue. Blessings, man. I appreciate you too. I know it's time to get that workout in for you. Happy workout. Have a successful day. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning too, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Yeah, straight up. Um, yeah, so that's what we were gonna do. Get into some good daily practices. What am I doing? Yeah, good daily practices. And number one on the list is wake up early. If you're here tuned in with us in the 5 a.m. club, clearly you've done that part. You woke up early. Um, do a brief digital detox. I always practice uh, that daily. I think it's important to separate yourself from your phone and or computer for at least a period each day. Start your day with calming music. Yeah, I like being calm. I like relaxed. I like smooth and mellow. Y'all know my favorite woman, Sade. But there's plenty of calming music, and by title itself, Last night I went to bed to meditation music. Just typed it in on Google and nodded right on off. Have a morning workout, which it's very important. Eat a healthy breakfast. Sometimes our days get away from us. Sometimes our days move a little faster than we anticipated, and it happens. So sometimes the first thing you eat is the only thing you really got control of. So if you're gonna do that, make sure make sure you put something good inside your body, especially after you've been sleep for whatever amount of hours you've been getting. Um, Feed it something good. Um, Meditate. I push that certainly. I think that's good. Spend some time with yourself and your mind, your brain. Keep a daily journal. Practice gratitude. Choose three goals to prioritize daily. Mine's stay the same. I add, here and there, but just to run off my three, I like to drink a gallon of water a day, get at least a 45-minute workout, and read 10 pages of a non-fictional book. That's me. Um, Read up on your industry. We talk about that daily. Whatever you into, do some research. Whatever field you in, whatever you're interested in, whatever field you'd like to be in, read up on it, see if that's really for you, and always learn what you can. Um, consume motivational content. If you're here with us, you've already done that. This is all about motivation. This is all about self-care. Shout out to y'all. Um, but it doesn't have to stop here. There's other motivational content that we can do and will consume. But if you've done nothing but came here, that's a couple of things off your list already. You woke up early, you consumed positive uh, uh, motivational content. You surrounded yourself by optimistic people, so you knocked a few things out just by being here, and those things are definitely on the list. Block out time in your calendar. It's important. Block out time in your calendar. If you don't have any business, if you don't have any meetings, if you don't have any, um, um, anything scheduled, find something in your life and schedule it. Schedule a grocery day. Block off a day on your calendar to do your grocery shopping and be intentful. Be purposeful with your shopping. Be purposeful with your mission. Make that the day that you make sure that you get a certain amount of proteins, a certain amount of vegetables and or fruits or whatever. Just be purposeful. So it's always something to block your calendar out for. You don't have to be a certain kind of person. Oh, excuse me. Um, Pencil in time to relax. Never cutting that corner. Always pencil in some time to relax. Very important. Be more health conscious. That goes without saying. Let's take care of ourselves and just try to be conscious about the things we put on us and the things that we do. Um, Move your body throughout the day. Some of y'all drive trucks. Some of y'all got jobs where there's not a lot of movement. Some of you guys got jobs where um, you're hanging out in one area, one space for a good portion of the day. Make it a point to get up and move around. iPhone got that app where it reminds you, to stand, to stretch, to move. Keep that setting on. If you don't have it, put that setting in your head. It's very important, to move throughout the day. Keep your space organized and clean. Y'all would be surprised what cleanliness and organization would do for you mentally. I mean, just an awesome feeling. Um, be social more often. You never know who needed your hello. You never know what can come from a good morning or a good afternoon. You never know what have a good day could lead to. You never know. So make it a point. You're not the most social person in the world. I understand. Start slow. If you talk to absolutely no people during the day that you don't have to, then start off with 5. Make it a point. Start counting out. I'm going to say hi to 5 people today. I'm going to say good morning to 5 people today. Whatever. It's important. Um, practice it. Take time for self-care. We talk about that all the time here at the 5 a.m. Club. It is very important. Oh, excuse me, guys. It is very important to take time for self-care, because if you don't care about you, nobody will. Okay? Nobody will. Um, and last but certainly not least is get good sleep. 8 hours is optimal, but certainly take time to sleep and rest well, because it's very important. The best things in life happen when rest is a part of the situation. So if you're working out, the time you gain muscle, the time you have gains, period, is when you're resting. It's when your body rests after you tear the muscles, after you beat it up, after you feed yourself, after take your aminos, whatever it is that you do, your supplements. It is when your body is resting that the magic is happening. So same in our lives, it's when your body is resting that your mind gets, peace, and it gets to relax a bit and heal itself and grow at the same time. It is when we are resting. So definitely pay attention to that. Um, yeah, let's take a second again. You guys hit the like button. The few people that's here, I appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're on YouTube and you're not on my Instagram, uh, make sure you do that. My Instagram is in the top right corner of the screen, OOBLZ. That's 00BLZ. Um, yeah, we've been here a little over an hour, but it's all good. I love it. I love y'all. I appreciate the love and support. Everybody be positive today. Everybody make it happen. If y'all want a roll call, if y'all want to tap in and say where y'all from, and certainly do that. Um, I like to take this time to ask y'all if there's any birthdays out there. Anybody's birthday today? I missed one the other day. Uh, Janae. I went back and seen her on my social media. I'm like, man, we were just talking about her that morning, and yeah. So Janae, if you're here today, happy belated birthday. Um, you know, um, sorry we missed it the other day, but you reminded me that I want to make it a point to check with my people here every day. If any of y'all got any birthdays today, certainly type that in there in the comment section. If you have a birthday coming up soon, type that in the comment section as well. And you have son or daughter, and you want to put that in there. We opening that too. Uh huh. Um, in addition to birthdays, um, if anybody need help with anything, if anybody need a connection, a contact, about something specific, um, certainly don't hesitate to put that in there either. On top of being a social network, social club, a 5 a.m. club, we're also about networking and helping each other completely, full circle. We got it, you got it. If it's here, it's there. So yeah, so feel free to do that as well. Um, yeah, anybody got anything they want to promote? Anybody got any business they self that they got going on and they like to share that? Feel free to put that in the comments. I can highlight your comment, put it to the front of the screen as well, and yeah. So that's something I also like to take the time to do for you guys. Yeah, yeah, um, yeah, man. OKC, check in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes. I appreciate you for being here. That's dope. Um, Yeah, oh Jersey, man. Much love, Jersey. A lot of respect for Jersey, a lot of appreciation for y'all. Y'all are different kind of people, man, and it's not enough for that, man. I like the raw candidness you guys naturally possess. Out here where I'm from, we call it the East Side. The East Side homies, man. They those are different dudes, man. Love them. Love the candidness, man. That's just the raw feel of these dudes. Um, yeah, and we're gonna be where we at Thursday already. So Tuesday, man. Tuesday we back at it with the script. I'm gonna touch on something that I talked about yesterday a little bit. I read a quote from Corey Holcomb. Comedian Corey Holcomb said that no man should be with a woman who doesn't listen to his authority. He also went on to say you can't protect a woman who doesn't listen. So, I dove on yesterday and I posed that question to men and women, just to get a feel, a census of what's going on and how y'all feel and what y'all think. You know, yeah, can should a woman adhere to a man's authority, or is Corey Holcomb full of shit? Um, you know, I'd like to know. We're definitely gonna talk about that next week on the script. Um, Again, he went further and said that uh, you can't you can't protect a woman who doesn't listen. You know, is there any merit to that? I'd like to know, ladies. Talk to me, fellas. I'd like to know how y'all feel about that. So y'all think about it, marinate on it a little bit, and yeah, save it for the script, or certainly put it in the comments if you like, now or later. We'll definitely get to it, and yeah, I think that's an interesting subject. I think it's a very interesting topic, and I'm personally interested in seeing where it goes. Um, that's been it for the 5 a.m. club this morning, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um, y'all already know what it is, Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to y'all. And y'all know the rest, man. Y'all holler backwards. Peace.